can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Catch in the middle, it's Abrams. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. That's caught. It's Jackson. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
And the Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
As a defense, I don't want anything going north and south. Nice job by the defense, understanding that, playing really strong, really stout. The ball starts to bounce now and go backwards. Gets no yards on the play because of the great defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
Florida 6, Penn State 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Briggs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
With the catch, it's Denmark. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play.
And now the hit knocks it loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He's going for it all. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Skips away from pressure. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted, number 19.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on route short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day.
Turning it on! There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Florida 6, Penn State 0.
First play of the period, first down here. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Turns it loose. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked up. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quick completion to the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Well, I love the effort by the cornerback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. To the ground. He's got it again. Plows through the defense. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down. Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short. Now,
and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
and the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now adjusting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him to force him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job, touches it dead, no return on this one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Sends it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch inside the 40. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the left side. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save.
Touchdown, Penn State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you want to finish half strong. This is a great job by this offense, executing down the field, taking up some clock, and punching the football in for 6.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Croman Hope. He fires one deep over the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Still looking, on the move. He'll get rid of it. On target to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Briggs. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They just keep firing. Pressure coming. Still running at the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The Gators want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to pass on second down. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all
tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. Bring in the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires into the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Makes a grab right down the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it down.
Going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Briggs. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football.
It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Under fire. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth.
push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Briggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking deep. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need...
He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Good, tough, physical running, driving through the defense on his way for a touchdown. I just love the pad level this guy plays with. And with his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, he's just able to absorb contact and stay on his feet. Can't do it any better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Back to pass. It's Croman Hope. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Briggs. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Uncorks one. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Croman Hope. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Jackson. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Caught in the backfield. It's Abrams. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They want to get this defense on its heels. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. They'll line up for a second down play. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually,